Welcome back
to episode 3 of Fade Masters.
In the previous episode, we saw our two youngest barbers go head-to-head, with one going home. If you want to see who that was, go back and check the last episode. There's still 4 new barbers left to meet. Let's go meet 2 of them now. Hi barbers, welcome to Fade Masters. We hope you're ready to bring your A game and showcase your talent for the judges today.
We've had a few amazing barbers on the show so far, and we're really excited to see what you guys put together for us.
In this first round, you'll have the creative freedom to make whatever you want in whatever style you want. But for one of you, this will be your last cut, so make sure it's bold, polished, and creative.
And remember, you guys only have 40 minutes, and you will be judged on creativity and execution. Good luck.
Now let the games begin.
Fade Masters as a show is important for the barbering community. It brings barbers together, and I truly believe like we can all work together. There's more than enough heads of hair to cut for all of us. So let's create something that's gonna really benefit the community and take ownership of the community as barbers.
Hi, Emmy.
Hello.
How are you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm very good. A little nervous, but getting better as time goes on.
Well, that's to be expected. But I heard that you have your dad as a model today.
I did, yeah. I brought my dad with me. He's willing to let me cut all of his beautiful hair off, so we'll see what happens.
That's amazing. Does that bring you some comfort knowing you have some family here?
Definitely, definitely. I've been cutting his hair for a long time, so I feel like I really know the canvas that I'm working with. So
right.
I think that'll be to my advantage today.
Okay, nice. And do you trust your daughter to do a good job?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, you're on camera, so you have to say that, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I haven't messed up yet, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good, because you've been cutting for 10 years, you said?
Yeah, about that.
Wow, and based on your shirt, do you have your own barbershop now?
I don't.
Okay.
I work out of a shop on its own, but yeah, I would love to do that one day.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, you have your own branding, so you're halfway there. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
My name is Emmy. I've been cutting hair for 10 years and I'm based out of the Comox Valley. I live in a small community, but it would be really great if my name was kind of the first one that left people's mouths when they were suggesting somewhere to go. I love doing things like straight shaves and just being able to provide things that the community around here doesn't have a lot of.
Hi, Ali. How's it
Hi,
going?
Niki. Good, thank you. How you doing?
Good. You look great. You're definitely our most dapper barber of the day.
Tried my best, thank you.
Nice. How are you feeling?
Stressed, excited.
Okay, nice. Have
Close feeling.
you cut your model's hair before?
Yeah, I started cutting hair with this guy's hair, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go way back.
Oh yeah, before high school, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, okay. So you really trust him. Yeah. Okay. And did you cut this current cut as well?
Yeah, this was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So he didn't cheat on you with another barber?
No, never.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How long have you been cutting hair for?
For 6-7 years,
Wow,
I'd say.
okay.
Yeah.
And do you think that's prepared you for today?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, amazing. Nice. Well, I can't wait to see what you do. Is there anything that you're feeling particularly nervous about?
Not really, honestly. Just the camera being on me, but that's it.
Yeah. You'll get used to it. These guys are harmless. Okay, well, best of luck.
I moved to Canada when I was 16. My first job was painting, and then I got into this, and I've been doing this since then. I've been doing it for 7 years, and I think I'll be doing it for a lot longer than that. Owning a shop is a dream that I have, and I think I'll be able to achieve it.
While these guys are busy chopping it up, let's go meet our special guest judge.
All right, y'all, I wanted to introduce y'all to our guest judge, B. Kenyon. Thanks for coming here, brother. It's a pleasure having you.
Likewise, man. It's a pleasure.
B. Kenyon is a staple in the Vancouver barber community who has inspired many young barbers getting in the industry, and it's a pleasure having him on this show today, guest judging with me. So BK, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Man, you sure you want me to talk about myself?
Please do, man, go on.
My name is B. Kenyon and I'm a master barber. I've been cutting for over 20 years here in Vancouver. I specialize in black male haircuts, afro cuts as they call it, fades, from the shadows to skin fades and, variations. How I got into barbering, I would have to say through my brothers. I got into the barbering game by also learning how to fix the tool. He had tools that were broken apart. I tried to put them and mend them back together. And that's how I got introduced to barbering. I wanted to fix it to make him proud, like, hey, look what I did. And, he used to cut my hair, mess it up. And then I wanted to return the same favor. When I start cutting in my mom's house and the bathrooms, and then she like, son, you gotta start charging for this. And, which led on to a barbershop here in Toronto.
Technology, it is a cruel game. It make you feel like, I'm to blame for all the struggles that I face.
I've been doing music as long as I can remember. Growing up as a kid back in Jamaica, I used to go to the church and I used to sing with my moms at nights and stuff like that, hymnals. And when I came to Vancouver, I decided that I wanted to pursue music. It was a friend. I was giving him a haircut. His name is Roper. And he was like, man, I'm looking, do you know anybody that can do a reggae hook for this song? I'm working on a song. I was like, I can do it, man. No problem. I can do it.
I'm to blame for all the struggles that I face. But I won't give up until I find.
When I'm judging for the contestants on the show, I'm looking for symmetries. I'm also looking for the continuity. I'm also looking to see how their visualization come into play. It's super important because you have to see the work finished before you can start. It gives you a better idea of how to approach it. Hoping I don't really see a really, really bad haircut. One of those bold cuts, just a line around.
I went to hair school when I was still in high school and completed the program in my grade 12 year. So it was pretty special to be able to kind of graduate high school and have a career. In the first salon that I worked at, it was Christmas Eve day, and the whole day all I had was men's hair. And it was like, I felt like I got a Christmas present. Like, it was just the best day. I really enjoyed the interactions, and I liked, like I said, the impact that you could make in a 30-minute appointment. So that was kind of the first day or first time where I was like, okay, maybe barbering is more the avenue that I really, really enjoy. There's just a lot more attention to detail that you need for barbering, and a lot more that you have to really work on your skills. With longer hair, it's a little more forgiving and there's a little more room to play. But when you're dealing with clippers and guards and blending and all that sort of stuff, you really have to put the effort and the time in to perfect the skill.
Prom 2016, a friend of mine showed up with a bad haircut and I told him I'm gonna fix it. He resisted, but I finally ended up fixing it. And then everyone in the group was kind of like, you have to go and try to become a barber. The next day, I came to the shop and I picked up a broom. I started learning, started watching people. 3 days later, I started doing my haircuts. A year later, when I was going to college, and I was going to college for business, I realized that if I finish my college and get a job, I'm going to be making less money than I was making then. So I just quit school, started doing barbering full time. When I left business school, my family did not like it at all, but I decided to take my own path since I've been doing since I was 16, and it paid off well.
I wanted to introduce our guest judge today, B. Kenyon. He's a staple in the community out here in Vancouver. Been around for a long time, and it's a pleasure to have him here helping judge. And we can check out the before and after of what you guys accomplished today. Emmy, tell us what you're working on.
Well, I had quite a canvas to start with today, had a lot of hair. I'm planning to do a drop fade with a little hair tattoo in there and still leave quite a bit of length up top to play around with and be able to style in day-to-day life.
Is there anything you think you're gonna struggle with or any potential challenges you might run into while executing this cut?
Well, I have cut his hair quite a lot, being my dad and all. So typically the challenges with his hair is his neckline. He's got quite a couple fun cowlicks back there, but doing the fade, that's not really gonna be much of an issue this time.
What the top? What are we looking to do with the top?
Definitely going for longer, textured, something that, you know, just a bit of product can really bring out the movement. And he's got some good natural wave to his hair, so
awesome.
Just kind of play around with that. People often expect like a male barber and somebody who knows the type of hair that they're having cut and the styles, and you know, so someone coming in with long hair and a female touch is a little bit unexpected, but I also feel like in a sense that can be really beneficial because I think that sometimes women can have more of that attention to detail and really, really see everything within a cut. I'm heavily inspired by a few barbers out in the world. I follow them on social media, and watching these women just really climb that ladder and make space for us in a male-dominant world, it's super inspiring. And so if I could be that inspiration for somebody else getting into it or thinking about barbering, that would just be incredible.
So tell us a little bit, what are we getting into here? What are we doing over here?
So it's a mid drop fade going into a V on the back. And I'm gonna do a freestyle design starting from the V from the back all the way to the front.
What do you have in mind for the top here, the texture?
The top, I'm pretty much gonna get rid of the texture mostly, texturize it into a straight hair, messy to the front.
And what about bangs on the front? You have any plan with the fringe there?
The fringe is gonna be pretty much messy, shorter, lined up on the sides, keep the front kind of going to the front like a mohawk.
So in the back here, are you gonna keep a dark look or with faded transitions, or how's that?
The back's gonna be dark, and then the sides are gonna be faded all the way to the front so you can see the transition.
What type of fade? Is it a skin fade or shadow fade?
It is a skin fade,
Skin fade?
close skin fade, yes.
All right, man, okay, man, I can't wait to see the finished product, man.
When I started making enough money, I made the decision not to open up a barber shop and just rent a chair. And instead of opening up the barber shop, put all that money back into my family. So I brought my mom and sister from back home, which is Iran. The first year was very tough because the situations were different, and I had to go get a different place for my family. I had to pay 2 rents. A year later, I'm grateful. I feel really good that I can do this and I'm able to do this. And yeah, it's been a pretty good couple of years.
IBK, we just took a look at what their progress is so far. What do you think about, let's start with Emmy. What do you think about her cut so far?
Man, so far, you know, her challenges, I want to see, you know, how her graduation goes, you know, to that skin fade. You know, she mentioned she's going to do some designs in the back, so I'm curious to see what that's going to look like.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the designs. I think tapers with the tight tapers like that, I'm gonna look forward to see if she does more of a blended out or more of a tight taper, and that's gonna kind of affect the final look. Absolutely. How it's gonna transition into the back with the design.
Absolutely. I'm also looking to see how she styles the top, the textures that she's gonna be adding into it. You know, if she's gonna use the product blow dryers or, you know, using the texture shears and stuff like that. So looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I think she came in with a big head of hair.
Oh.
She's cutting her dad, and her dad had been growing out for a minute, so he's sacrificing it all for this one, man. So hopefully it turns out.
That's what you do for your child.
Yeah. So hopefully it's looking good because he's gonna be wearing it.
Right.
So what do you think about Ali, man? He's dropping in with that drop fade with the V in the back, and I think he said he's throwing a little design on the side there. What
He did mention that, but you know, I do like his energy. His energy, he comes in very confident. You know, he seems to know what he's doing, and you know, I'm also, curious to see if he's gonna lift some fringes in the front as well, you know, or what he's gonna do with the top as well. You know, but you know, he seems to be a very confident young man. So very curious to see the finished product.
And he really dressed the part. That,
Yeah, he
that,
did. He looked sharp.
This man
Looked
came
sharp.
suited up, man.
Looked
He's
sharp.
ready to go.
He's ready to go.
This is
Mean
serious.
business.
So
Mean business.
Yeah, so today, yeah, we're not here to be nice today, man. We're here to make...
I'm known in the shop as a nice guy, but today,
yeah, not today.
nah.
Sick, let's go.
Let's get it.
I'm very artistic. I love drawing and painting, and so I feel like I really have a good attention to detail. So when it comes to things like clipper work, fades, like clean lines and everything, I think that that's somewhere that I really excel. It's easy to kind of stay safe. So just trying to break out of boxes and encourage my clients to break out of their comfort zones too. That's another thing I'm hoping to get out of this show, is even seeing other barbers and what their capabilities are and using that to expand my abilities and knowledge and creativity.
My strength is that I can read people's faces, I can read their personalities and give them a haircut that matches their personalities in their faces. But I think the one disadvantage that I have here is I know so many hairstyles, and choosing the right person with the right hairstyle would be the biggest challenge.
All right, barbers, the competition's over in 3, 2, 1, clippers down.
The challenge that I found was the front of his hair was a little bit finer and thinner than I kind of expected going in. So just getting like strong lines was a little bit tougher. And then there was definitely some texture in the grays that were coming through. So just had to work with that a little bit differently, use more product than I expected.
I think I did pretty good. The design turned out to look a lot better than I expected. I was freestyling, so I just took it one line at a time. The straight razor worked pretty good, so it should be all clear on the side. The fade on the other side looks pretty good as well. The top, I wanted it to be straight, but I forgot that my model's hair is too curly, so as much as I cut it, I couldn't get it straight. But I hope that's not an issue.
Do you think you're gonna win the competition?
I would really like to. I think that I did well, but I had a really worthy opponent, so we'll see what happens.
So do you think you're gonna win?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win.
BK, man, you're an expert in precision cuts. You gotta need tips for these young guys coming up to maybe level their game up a little bit.
A lot of barbers, young barbers especially, they want to do everything so quick and so fast and forget the details, the most important part of the cut. And they think it might be the fade and making it look right. But to me, the most important part is when you finish, you're finalizing, getting rid of those nose hair that be hanging long, the earlobes and the naper, faded out the sideburns and making sure everything is clean and polished and put together as a finished product. And I would say attention to detail is definitely one of my major tips.
All right, so here we got Emmy's cut. First thoughts for me, as I'm really digging the style overall. It's kind of a blend of a few different styles, which I really like.
Yeah, good execution with the back, as she stated that she would be doing with a little design in the back. I think it could have been a little bit more cleaner. The line could have been more prompt, more present, more pronounced.
Yeah, she definitely could crisp this line up. You could tell she bladed it, but I think she missed this whole line there, which is cool. Taper's nice, this side so much, but here she definitely missed
a bit,
a bunch there. What are you thinking about the texture on top here?
Texture looks good. I don't know what's happening with the drop here.
A little bit of an undercut on that. Yeah, I actually like that. It's done kind of,
it's playfulness.
That's kind of a preference
Preferences,
thing, but I like it, it's well done. A little bit of an overhang. I would have liked to see a little bit more in the taper, a little more skin coming up in here. And definitely seeing a line right here.
Yeah, a little.
And I noticed it on the other side too.
Yeah,
so
the one
hand around. Yeah,
right
same thing. So she's having a little bit of a problem area there.
Yes.
And if you want to get even further in, there's actually a little bit of a weight line up here too. So she's got kind of 1, 2, 3 kind of step happening there.
Right.
You can see it.
Yeah, so the graduation now being able to
you can see the distinct steps there. So I think her background in hairdressing is definitely shining because it's definitely the most of the struggles I've seen have been in the fading part of it, and they're very minimal. But as far as the cut, the scissor work is crazy, very good texture. She just needs a little bit with her demarcation lines there and stuff for showing. A little bit. This side she didn't. She blended out the top level here on this one. She just got the one line.
One line right where versus the other side.
Faded out into the beard, which I like. Yeah, I know it's a part of it, but yeah, it's a part of it for me. Yeah, it overall suits his head shape really well too. I feel like it complements his head. Yeah. Dad, what are you thinking about it?
I love it.
Yeah.
Honestly, it looks very easy maintenance, to be honest.
Is that your non-biased review? Dad?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Trying to get up with it down and get out of it.
Yeah, right on. Awesome. Thank you for being a model. Appreciate you.
I appreciate
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
All right, BK, we got Ali's model here, so let's jump in on this.
A few things, you know, the lineup in the front that I'm seeing is kind of angled a bit.
It's a little cocked back,
curved,
for sure.
right? And you know, in the back here, I'm not sure what's happening here. You know,
Yeah,
with the line of the transition for me could have been more faded out.
I don't know if that was, no, because he doesn't have it on this side. This side's faded out, and this side, and it kind of also doesn't follow the straight path, which it
and also
should.
the
It kinda-
graduation. It's not so, you know.
I think he kind of, dropped the ball a little bit on that
bit.
little spot there, just on that little corner there, but other than that, it's pretty nice.
I like the V.
I like the fade.
I thought he was gonna leave something down at the bottom as well, according to what I was seeing, but.
Yeah, well, just like from this angle, you can see just this line. It's kind of a bit,
wavy.
a little wavy, which I would have tried to sharpen that right up. I do like the fade though.
Yeah.
His weight line is
Could have used a shearing.
little bit. Like it's close, but it could have used a
little bit.
a little bit more.
A little bit. I agree with you.
But it is nice, and I do like it from this profile.
I like what he did with also the texture of the top. The top looks good.
Texture's sick on top.
You know, I think it could have been a lot more tighter, a lot more cleaner, more precise precision with the lining.
Yeah, it looks a little scratchy.
Scratchy, yeah. I think he could have did a better job with that.
Like the design itself is actually pretty cool, but it's just the execution on it is a little lackluster.
Lack of. As far as his execution, it's there. You know what I mean? The visual and putting it into play.
I like it. I like both cuts at this point. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like I think this is gonna be a pretty tight one.
Pretty.
I actually don't even know at this point. We're gonna have to really.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have
dive
to
in.
go. Yeah.
What do you think about the cut, man?
It's pretty good. I'm not into like design and having,
You're stepping
having design
outside.
on my hair. I just like the fresh fades and that's it. But,
You're stepping outside of your comfort zone, helping Ali out, being a good model. That's awesome. Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, first of all, I wanted to thank y'all for being here and thank your wonderful models for taking part and putting your heads on the line. 2 phenomenal cuts, pros and cons on both. It was really hard for us. But today, me and B Canyon had to decide that the winner of the 3rd episode of Fade Masters is Emmy. Congratulations, Emmy. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you guys. That's awesome. Amazing. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
So exciting. Way to go, baby. Thanks, Dad. Thank you.
So you'll be back. We'll be seeing you again.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Yeah, good job.
Okay, well, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How are you feeling now that the competition's over?
I feel great. I'm super excited. I'm so pleased with how that went. I know it was a close call, so it feels really good to be moving on to the next round.
So how are you feeling now that the competition is over?
Pretty good. First time doing it, so it was great.
Nice. Is there anything that you would do differently next time?
Honestly, probably less design, more fade. I spent too much time on the design and took away from my time fading. And yeah, that's it.
I think the challenge was like knowing that there was a timeline and knowing that it was going to be judged so heavily. So it really got to the nerves. But yeah, I feel like I learned so much and I'm excited to practice those skills before coming back for the next round.
The biggest challenge was to decide what to do and choose the perfect model for it. And I think one of the reasons why I didn't win was because my model, I cut his hair 2 weeks ago. So it's like kind of sort of fresh and it wasn't a crazy transition. But yeah, I'll keep those in mind as well.
And how are you feeling going into the next round of competition?
I'm excited. I am looking forward to going home and doing a little extra practicing and really honing in on some skills because I know that it will be needed for semifinals.
That was a close call, and unfortunately, we had to say bye to Ali. There's one spot left in our semifinals. Let's find out who will make the cut. Join us in the next episode of Fade Masters for another exciting round of competition between barbers with amazing stories. Until then, stay out of hairy situations.